Who says that? Okay. So earlier she was talking about the woman who raised her, Florence, having letters. So I'm just gonna double check that, and then just because I'm checking all this stuff off. Okay, she talked about an engagement too earlier. Man, these are coming up dry. Okay, she also talked about her sister's divorce, I believe. I believe it was her sister's. No way? Okay. Let's see. Okay, exist. Because that was the last one I wanted to look up. Hopefully this stuff brings up more. Otherwise, we're going to kind of be hitting a brick wall here.
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
The cat flap? Okay, blonde wig. Another person.
No.
All right.
The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig.
Okay, so she started
Hannah and I
wearing a
would
wig
meet up
then.
in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs.
Wow.
Parks and alleyways. I was 17. I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes.
Wow.
We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Wow. Okay, so a lot of information out of that one. Basically, it sounds like her and her sister used to have like this pact where they wouldn't leave each other. But then her sister, I don't know, like she got engaged, she moved on. So then, I don't know, and she got pregnant, obviously. But at 17, that's crazy. Okay. Man, that was something else, that one. Okay.
So I moved out. Got a small bed sit.
Okay, she moved out.
Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was
Her
singing in
Hannah
the bar in
tattoo.
the evenings. So I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
Well, that's sketchy. Okay, I don't exist. Bar singer. Alright, so I also wanted to look up to see if there was more about that blonde wig. Nothing. What about just wig? There we go, some more stuff.
A wig? You mean, but what type of wig?
Okay, what type of wig? I don't really understand what that means, but...
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
Lies! Never wore a wig.
This was 9, that night. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry, the kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought.
I don't know if I
hit
looked
her
up
back,
argue.
left a bruise. I had my wig
Oh
on
my
from
goodness.
falling and she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
All right. So, all right, that was something. So she hit her sister, obviously. Fight, argue, hit her sister, I'm assuming. Punched, bruise. Okay, so now let's look up park, because I know she said that she would meet up with her sister in the park. Nothing. What about 17? Alright, because she said she was 17 when all this stuff was going down with her sister and when she was trying to get pregnant. So let's see if we can find out more about when she was 17.
A long time. We got married when I was 17.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so her sister was obviously 17 because they're twins whenever she got married. So she basically took on her sister's life, clearly. Married at 17. Okay, now what else?
I did. Well,
That looks
we
like a
met when we were
bruise.
17, both working at the Glaciers.
You got married within the year? Wait, is that her sister? Could she have a twin? Like, could her twin Hannah still be alive? Maybe she didn't kill Hannah, and that was when they got in the altercation. She has the bruise on her face. And they just share one personality. Okay. 17, but so they got married within a year. That's crazy. Okay, what else?
We were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long, though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
Okay, so that's just her talking about the wedding. Alright, let's check this out.
No, I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think.
Who's Carl?
I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church.
Whoa!
It was stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know?
So who's important to you? Your sister that you... Well, that's family. But they're dead. I thought, I question everything. This game just makes you question everything you knew. Okay, so Carl, all of a sudden, we're talking about. 6 months. Okay. So now let's look up betrayed, because she says that her sister betrayed her. Betrayal. No, that's not right. Okay, let's just look up furious, because she said earlier that her sister was so furious with her. The type of anger you couldn't even, or that you only could be at yourself. So let's...
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's
Rapunzel?
born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince. And Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?